In a sea of ad-filled, big tech-aligned, highly political tech journalism, the Lunduke Journal is an island oasis of nerdiness. I want to talk to you today. I want to talk to you about why the Lunduke Journal matters, why it's important, why you should be subscribing to it for you and for the world. And I also want to mention that today is literally the cheapest that a Lunduke Journal subscription will ever be again. And tomorrow, it will be a little bit more expensive. And tomorrow, the day after that, it'll be a little more expensive still. That's really happening. So today is the day to hop on it. Let me walk you through this, because this is important. There are 3 sites in the Lunduke Journal umbrella. I call it the Lunduke Journal Triforce of Nerdiness. There is a technology site called lunduke.locals.com that is a politics-free zone. We just talk about tech, old tech, new tech, just tech. It's fantastic. There's also nerdyentertainment.locals.com, which is just exactly what it sounds like. Comic books, movies, Marvel movies, Harry Potter movies, whatever, books, all of it. No politics, zero politics in either of those sites. Politics is forbidden, verboten. We just enjoy the nerdiness that brings us all together regardless of politics, and we leave politics aside. So if you are just tired of reading about politics, you're tired of social media blasting politics at you 24/7, those 2 places are an absolute oasis, a sanctuary away from that. But if you are a nerd and you love politics, there is a 3rd site called conservativenerds.locals.com that is just politics. It is just politics with nerds. So sometimes we talk about computers, sometimes we talk about a technology, but it's very, very political. That is the only place in the entire Lunduke Journal universe where politics is allowed, and those are the 3 sites. Now, the pricing for this is very simple. If you just want one of those sites, it's $5 per month. You get full access to all the videos and the articles and the shows and the ability to post and comment and make your own posts and do all the sorts of stuff. Or you can get a yearly subscription to each individual site for $45, and basically you get 3 months free if you pay for 9 months, is kind of how that works out. Or you can get what's called a triple pass. So you can get all 3 of them for $95 for the entire year. And that gives you everything to all 3 sites, which has no big tech alliances or money whatsoever. We never take a single dime from big tech. We're funded entirely by you. There's no algorithms to tell you what to read or what you should enjoy. There's no trolls. There's no ads. There's no nothing. However, what we're doing is this: to help entice all of you amazing YouTube subscribers and Patreon subscribers and Substack subscribers over to the local sites, which is where all the fun stuff is happening. Right now, there's a discount for both that yearly triple pass, and we're offering a lifetime subscription. Now, how this works is this. As of right now, today, as I'm recording this, it is November 13th. The price for you guys for a triple pass for all 3 sites for the year is $25. Crazy, crazy, crazy cheap. That's like pennies per day. Or pennies per month. It's ridiculous. It's nuts. And for a lifetime triple pass, meaning you get all 3 for the life of all of you, like as long as you shall live, is $110. Crazy, crazy good deal if you plan on still being a nerd for more than a year or 2. That's today, November 13th. On November 14th, the price for each the triple pass and the lifetime subscription goes up, boink, by $1. The day after that, doink, it goes up $1 extra, and it goes up $1 every single day until it matches the regular price. At that point, the discount price is gone. There will no more discounts. That's it. So if you right now is literally for you the cheapest that the Lunduke Journal subscription will ever be. This is it. This is the cheapest it will be. And tomorrow is the cheapest it will ever be again. And the day after that is the cheapest it will ever be again. It goes up $1 every day. So if you want to get on top of that, now's the chance. Now, let's talk ever briefly about why the Lunduke Journal matters, why you need to be a part of this for your own sanity. What you see on the screen right now is two different technology websites. On the left is zdnet.com showing an article, and on the right is lunduke.locals.com showing an article. Compare and contrast the two. If you look at that screenshot on the left, you'll note that roughly 25 to 30% of the screen is the actual article. The rest is an advertisement for what looks like to be IBM, because IBM, along with many other big tech companies, fund all of the content that you see at ZDNet. Compare that to what happens on the Lunduke Journal. There are 0 ads there. The only picture on there is literally a screenshot that's relevant to the article. That's part of the article, right? This is just how the Lunduke Journal works. Let's just another example. Let's say we're not talking about one of the big mainstream tech news sites. Let's talk about a Linux news site, OMG Ubuntu, right? They cover Ubuntu, and sometimes they cover other aspects of the Linux world as well, just like what the Lunduke Journal does. So here's an article on the left from OMG Ubuntu talking about Linux Mint. Note that there is no part of the article visible other than the title of the article itself. The rest of it is all ads for BIM, Collaborate Pro, Dell maybe, I'm not sure. There's Google ads and web banner ads, and there's nothing there. There's no content. Look at the lunduke.locals.com. The title of the article, a picture for it, and then it gets right into the article itself. 0 ads. There are no ads at all. Here's another one. Here's another one. This is Phoronix. Now, Phoronix does some very interesting work. They do a lot of benchmarking tools and all sorts of stuff. Very interesting. They also cover Linux kernel stuff, just like we do from time to time. Well, here you go. A Phoronix article on the left. What do you got there? You've got a like a Google insert overlay ad, an inline banner ad, and an autoplay video that automatically starts playing that is almost impossible to close, because even though it's got that X right there to close it, when you try and click it, half the time it registers as a click to like go look at whatever that ad is for. And it autoplays, and it's annoying as heck. On the right is lunduke.locals.com. Nothing but the article. This is a really big key point here, is that is not only for you. That is not only nice because now you get to read your news and opinions and reviews and analysis in a place that doesn't have ads and overlays and autoplay videos and all that other garbage. But we have no money coming from those ads, from those big tech companies, or even from those small and medium tech companies. We are not beholden to any advertising network. That means nobody can censor us, nobody can tell us what to say, what to put on our page, even subconsciously. When a lot of these tech news websites take a significant amount of their money from advertising and sponsorships, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, I don't want to lose that sponsorship, because then they go out of business. That influences the content that they post. That is never, not ever, not one time going to happen here at the Lunduke Journal, because we literally don't take a single dollar, not one penny, not one dime from any tech company for any reason, for sponsorships, for ads, for nothing. 100% subscribed, so 100% funded by subscribers. That is just how it goes, and that is the way forward. Which means what you read on the Lunduke Journal is literally facts and opinion, unvarnished and honest. It is the way forward. Now, that results in some of the most hard-hitting journalism that has hit the technology world over the last year or two. If you look at some of the articles from the Lunduke Journal, you see big, in-depth, extremely researched pieces on the funding of Wikimedia and Mozilla and the Linux Foundation, and real, actual journalism is happening, not regurgitated press releases, maybe with a little sprinkling of opinion, but real, in fact, in-depth journalism where we go through tax records, where we go through and talk to behind-the-scenes people and whistleblowers and everything in order to bring you guys this news. This is simply not happening anywhere in the entire tech news world except the Lunduke Journal. We're the only one where this sort of thing takes place. So if you want real, actual, hard-hitting news, the Lunduke Journal is it. There is no other. And that's not a good thing. There should be others. I would love it if there was competition. I would love it if ZDNet here, taking most of their money from IBM and whatnot, was actually doing hard-hitting journalism. But alas, they are not. They are not at all. And they are not alone in that regard. And I understand why they're not. Because they want that sweet, sweet advertising dollar. We don't take that advertising dollar. By policy, and we are firm on that. People have offered us advertising dollars, and we've turned every single one down, flat, without even considering it, because that's what we do. Now, I also want to point out that there is no politics here at the Lunduke Journal. Now, we pointed that out. There's 3 sites at the Lunduke Journal. If you go to lunduke.locals.com, that's just the technology. That's the Lunduke Journal of Technology. And there is no politics allowed there. I have politics. You have politics. All of the people writing for all the sites I just mentioned have their own political views, and I 100% support all of that. I also support them talking about it as much as they want. But sometimes you just need a break from the politics. This is one example here. Gizmodo, the gadget blog. If you do a search for darn near any political phrase, person, a group you can imagine in their website, you'll find a huge number of results. This is just a result. Just search for Trump, because Gizmodo likes to talk about Donald Trump. That's what they mostly talk about. Not gadgets anymore. They talk about politics. Let's see, what do we got there? Thousands and thousands of results for Trump, including the Trump organization, Trumpisms, just extremely political stuff. Now, here's the thing. You, I, or other people may agree with the politics of Gizmodo, or you may not. But sometimes it just ruins the fun and the joy of tech when you squeeze all that just angry, angry politics into it. And they're not alone. In fact, one of my favorite non-Lunduke Journal news outlets is The Register. I truly do. I like The Register. They do excellent reporting, at least sometimes. A lot of times it's more press releases regurgitated, which we don't do here. But sometimes they do some really good in-depth pieces. And when they do, I like to reference them and link to them so that everyone knows when people do a good job. The Lunduke Journal firmly believes in a rising tide raises all ships. So when other news outlets do good, we talk about it and we link to them. So here's the Register, though. Search for the word Trump along with just about any other political phrase you can, and you will find thousands of articles in the Register. Thousands of them. And you know what? Some of them are legitimate, like actual legal things being passed, laws being passed that do directly impact the world of technology. And so having a word like the president's name in there can make sense. But a lot of them are very political articles and less about technology and more simply about politics or offhanded comments about politics interjected amongst political articles. It gets annoying. It gets old. Same with ZDNet. I showed you the ZDNet screenshot with all the advertisements earlier. You do a search on ZDNet for Trump, you get over 2,000 results, 2,000 articles about Trump. And the same is true for searching for things like Democrat, Republican, Biden, every other political phrase you can think of. You search for them and boom, up it pops. So here's the question. When you go to lunduke.locals.com and do a search, how many results do you get for these political phrases? Well, if you search for Trump, you get 0. The Lunduke Journal has never, until now actually, has never had a single article with the word Trump in it. Now, I just wrote an article about how the Lunduke Journal never has an article with these words in it. We don't ever talk about these politics in the articles on the Lunduke Journal. And that is the first article that actually will come up in the search results now. So now it's sort of a meta thing. But otherwise, the Lunduke Journal, we just don't. We don't talk about these sorts of things ever. And I should also point out, this view right here is the most beautiful thing in the world. If you go to lunduke.locals.com/content, or just click on the little content view on the left-hand page of the website there, it lists out videos, podcasts, PDFs, and articles. You can choose them, which type of content you're looking for, sort them by any of a variety of different things, how many times they've been liked or viewed, or how, from most recent to the oldest. You can search inside of them. It is super, super amazing. The Lunduke Journal has a large number of books and PDF magazines that we also publish, again, all ad-free, lots of videos, including the Linux Sucks series, and regular video shows that I do, and that is all available right there from one interface. It's super clean and super easy. It's the same on your phone, so there's an iOS and Android app which has the same view on it, but this is the way it looks on the web page. It's fantastic. Now, the final thing I want to mention, and I don't have a screenshot for this one, but the final thing I want to mention is that the Lunduke Journal uses no artificial intelligence. Now, a lot of you are like, so? And that's a fair response. But for a lot of you, this matters. Every word, every picture, everything posted to the Lunduke Journal is man-made. Now, I use computers for all of it, but there's no AI involved. I'm not using a chat bot or an AI image generator or anything for anything. If you go to some of the biggest tech news sites out there, go to cnet.com. CNET's been experimenting rather heavily with using AI to write a lot of their articles. You're seeing an ever-increasing number of smaller outfits as well. I won't name all of them right now because I don't want to shame them too much, though I mentioned them here and there if you follow me very closely, that are using more and more AI, where they see a press release from a company. They feed that press release into an AI writing bot, which there are actually many of, and in addition to the Chat GPTs and the Bings and whatnot of the world. It then spits out an article based on that content that's original and based on whatever facts that AI can come up with, which oftentimes are wrong. And then a very green entry-level editor will sit down, clean it up, format it, take some keywords of text, feed it into an image AI generator to spit out a header image to plaster on top of the article, and then boink, they hit the publish button. That is what is passing for a lot of these websites for journalism nowadays. That never happens at the Lunduke Journal and never will. This is all artisanal, handcrafted, man-made, my own thoughts. These come out of these fingers right into this keyboard, right into this camera, right into this microphone, man-made. Now, a lot of the sites out there, luckily, are still not using AI, and God bless them for doing that. The Lunduke Journal will remain steadfast in not using AI no matter what. Now, this is only possible, once again, because of all of you. No money from big tech. Not a single penny, not a single dime. So what you're going to want to do, I'm putting a link wherever you're seeing this video. Scroll down below. There's a link directly to the how to subscribe page. The how to subscribe page is actually at lunduke.substack.com, because that's where we used to publish our articles to Substack, and we're trying to move everyone off of Substack. So I'm hosting this page at Substack in the hopes of helping people see it and get over to Locals, where we are, where we have all congregated, where all the new content is being posted. It's all on lunduke.locals.com. But if you go to lunduke.substack.com and click on the how to subscribe link at the very top middle of the page, it will show you what the current price is and very specifically how to get those discounts. And again, right now, as of November 13th, which is a Monday, that price is really, really a decent price. It's $25. Is that right? Do I have it right? Yeah, $25 for the triple pass for a full year for all three of the sites. Or here it is, the $110, right? Is that $110? Do I have it right? Yes. For the lifetime triple pass. So you get it for the rest of your life. You never have to pay again. You don't have a monthly recurring or a yearly recurring payment. You can just pay once and you're done. It's very handy. It goes up by $1 every day. Tomorrow it's $1 more. You wait a whole week, that's $7 more expensive. And in a couple of weeks, when that yearly triple pass meets up with the regular price, which, where is that here? Boom, right there. Once it hits that regular price, it's all gone. It might even be all gone a little bit before then, but once it gets close to that, then the regular price is going to be the only price. There will be no discounted price available, which means, be very clear about this. Today, this very second, is the cheapest that the Lunduke Journal will ever be for you. The subscription to it, this is the absolute cheapest. So you want to do that right now. Now, just to kind of bring this all together, there are a lot of reasons to subscribe to Lunduke Journal, and the reasons are growing. There are no ads. I mean, and that's a big deal. Now, if you go over to lunduke.locals.com, there are no promotions. As of now, going forward, the only place you will see promotional material where we say, hey, there's a sale, or hey, there's a discount, like what we're talking about right now, is other places. But on lunduke.locals.com, no. There's no more sales, no discounts, no promotions, no advertisements for other companies, nothing. It's just the content, and that's it. It's beautiful. There's no algorithms there. There's no one telling you what you should look at, what you should read and you should like. You just get to choose and enjoy it. There's no trolls there. Because the only people that can post comments or top-level posts at lunduke.locals.com, because in a way it's sort of like a forum or a social media site, in a way, because everyone can post their own nerdy content. But the only people that can do that are the subscribers, the people who are invested in the success and future of wonderful tech journalism. So there's no trolls. There just haven't been any trolls. None. There haven't been trolls since we started. It's some 2 odd years ago when we started moving over to Locals. No trolls and no politics. Once in a blue moon, once in a very rare blue moon, a person will post something political to lunduke.locals.com. Not me, but someone will. Because they'll just be thinking about something and they'll post it. Inevitably, there's 1 or 2 people that will slide in there and go, hey, this is not the place for politics. You mind taking that over to the political side of things so we don't have to see the politics here? Every single time that has happened, the person who posted it went, oh, you know what? My bad. That's a good point. We want to keep this politics free. And they removed their own political statement. Boom, gone. Usually that takes seconds. A lot of times it happens before I or anyone else even gets a chance to see that it happened. And that, even then, doesn't even happen once a month. It is amazing. There's no trolls. There's no politics. People keep things clean and family friendly. I do not have to censor people, like ever. I create these rules for the community, and the community just kind of just moderates themselves because they act like grown-ups. They act like quality, nice, kind, fun grown-ups. It is amazing. There's no big tech influence, which we talked about. It's a big deal. The community is stellar. It's one of the most supportive nerd communities on planet Earth. Again, people on all political spectrums, people in a variety of different religions from different countries, we all come together and we marvel about Linux and Unix and Windows and Mac and Amiga and Atari TOS and Commodore 64s and old CPM machines and mainframes, and we talk about it all. And it's all just amazing. And coming very soon, we're going to have a live call-in show. We tried to do this about a year ago. About a year ago, we said we want to have a live call-in show where people can call in and you and me can directly have a chat with each other, right? We'll have a chat room up on the screen, but we'll also have a video call-in show so you can be part of the show. We had so many technical problems getting that to work smoothly. We tried and we tried and we tried, and it was a disaster. It was an absolute disaster. I got a piece of hair stuck to my head. We got a piece of, it was an absolute disaster. And we had to put it on hold. We just couldn't get it to work smoothly. We tried and we tried. Well, now new solutions are appearing that are going to make that possible. In fact, I had a meeting earlier today about exactly one of those solutions, and it's coming into place. So in the coming weeks, the Lunduke Journal of Technology will have a weekly live call-in show. But the only people that will be allowed to call into the show are Lunduke Journal subscribers. And the reason for that is this. I do not have a giant team. And if people are already subscribed to the Lunduke Journal at lunduke.locals.com, they're invested in making sure that they are, not being trolls, that they're not bringing politics or anything vulgar to the table. They're invested in it being quality content, maybe goofy content, maybe serious content, but quality. And so the only people then that are going to be calling into the show will be subscribers. It makes my life so much easier, and I think it's going to make the quality of the shows that much better. Now, everyone can still watch the shows. The audio podcast version of the live call-in show will be published to the RSS feed, which if you go to lunduke.com, you'll see all the links, including the RSS podcast feed. And some of the videos will be posted over to YouTube and a few other sites. But as a general rule of thumb, the live streaming will happen on Rumble and Locals as the primary platforms. I will do some live streaming to YouTube and possibly a few others as well, but the primary platforms, Rumble and Locals. So you want to get over to lunduke.locals.com so you can do that. You want to go over there right now because this is right now is the cheapest the subscription will ever be. Where is that at? Here it is. Take advantage of this. Take advantage of it. Get over there now because tomorrow the price goes up. And the day after that, the price goes up again. Basically, I'm going to wake up every morning and click a couple buttons and boom, the price goes up by another $1. Now, the regular price here, the $5 per month, $45 per year, or $95 for the triple pass will remain the same. That's the price. But the discounted price is going to go up by $1 until it matches that. And then that lifetime subscription option, it just goes away entirely. So if you want the lifetime, you want the cheaper price on the triple pass, you don't want to get it 5 days from now when it's $5 more expensive, just go now and take advantage of it. If it's November 14th or November 15th, a few days from now, still jump on it. Don't wait because that day, whatever day it is the cheapest it will ever be. So again, the links are down below. Or you can just go to lunduke.substack.com and click on the, where is that here? I'll bring up the screenshot again. Click on the how to subscribe link up top, and it will show you all the details. It will show you what the current cheapest price is. Grab it before it goes up because then you'll be super duper duper mega ultra sad. And I want to thank everyone for making the Lunduke Journal possible. This is a pretty big deal what we're doing. There really isn't anything like this in the whole tech world. There are a small handful of tech sites that do some of the good things that we do, and I applaud them for that. But there is no tech site that I'm aware of, no major tech news website that does articles and everything else that is 100% free of all ads, all big tech money, all big tech influence entirely. I don't know of it. It's a pretty amazing thing, which you have made possible. It would not be possible without all the subscribers. And so there you go. Those are the subscribers there. I will be posting reminders of this regularly to YouTube and Substack and Patreon and everywhere else that everyone is. And if you don't want to see those subscriptions anymore, those promotions, these reminders that the price is going up and you need to get over to Lunduke.locals, well then just go over to Lunduke.locals. Even if you just have a free account on Lunduke.locals and that's where you follow me, you will never see these promotions. They're going away at Lunduke.locals.com. On Locals, it's just the content. Everywhere else, on YouTube, on Patreon, on Substack, I'm going to be publishing reminders regularly to get over to Locals. So if you don't want to see those reminders anymore, you don't want to see information about the sales event that's going on where the price goes up by $1 every day, if you don't want to see the reminders for that, go to Locals. That all goes away. All right, everybody. You are all fantastic. You are all amazing. I hope that you are having a fantastic day. I hope to see you all over on Locals right away. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, nerds and nerdettes, I do declare, end broadcast.